Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX Gaming. This is Chris, and today I'm actually here to talk about our new collab stuff. It's going to be a busy day, past 8 o'clock. Lots of you guys are going to experience the lag, more of you guys will experience the wreck, and the select few of us will hit sweet, sweet victory. JK, I really hope everybody pulls well, but we're going to get right into these notes, actually. So first and foremost, I just want to do the general thing. I'll just read it out for you. Hello, heirs. This is GM Dominal. Today we have a very exciting day for everyone. We have a new sharing event here, and I'm very excited to share the details surrounding our collaboration with Guilty Gear. Please see below for all the information surrounding the update. Today, we're having maintenance from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. So just know that that's a sizable gap. Get your farming in, get your dailies, all those in before 2 p.m. Then we've got the Epic 7 info. Epic 7 X Guilty Gear collaboration heroes. We get Soul Bad Guy and Biken. New Moonlight heroes, Sage Ball and Cezanne. And then we get Crescent Moon Ren, who's a monster. I could showcase the things. I know a lot of other people have already done it, but then again, a lot of other people have already put up this news, but you haven't heard it from me. So I'll just kind of play around with the idea. There might not be enough time today, just getting my grinding stuff out of the way to put up the Moonlight Heroes little showcase. But we're getting collaboration artifacts. Junkyard Dog, which is Soul Bad Guy's weapon, and then we get Torn Sleeve, which is just going to be the artifact exclusive to Biken. Special side story, so we got more stuff to farm, and improvements and bug fixes. So if you guys haven't already, there's going to be a shared event. I can put the link down in my description box, but the shared event, you just need to share it on your Facebook page. We get enough shares, we get leaves, we get something else in the middle that apparently didn't catch my eye, and then 30 bookmarks, Covenant bookmarks, if we can get 5,000 shares. And that's not hard, guys. So we have way more than that to play the game. So getting into the update details for this. So, this is the collaboration you have all been waiting for is finally here. Meet Soul, the man who scorches his enemies, and Biken, the one-armed, one-eyed samurai dreaming of revenge. Look at this. His S3 is super flashy, and I love it. And of course, like we all thought, some people maybe feared, it looks like Soul is going to be the free-to-play. But he's a 5-star free-to-play, and so I'm not even that mad about that. But his kit isn't free to play trash like I thought it was gonna be. I'm not saying it's like broken. I'm just saying it's definitely not what I thought here. But I mean that's pretty much his page right there. You can see looks pretty cool. I like the art. It's refreshing to have a husbando every now and then as opposed to all the waifus. Don't blame me for that. But his skill introduction. So. Right here, just his little description. Soul is a fire elemental warrior who dispels buffs and counterattacks on enemies using a non-attack skill. With the dispel and debuff of Tyrant Wave version beta, he can make sure enemies cannot be buffed for a short period of time. And additionally, the counterattack that is triggered by Volcanic Viper when an enemy uses a non-attack skill can keep Soul Weavers from healing or buffing. So it's interesting. He's an anti-support unit, and I think that in PvP. His stats may not be good enough, you know, his kit may not be good enough, but we can talk about that later. But in PvE, my friend Matt and I were talking, and once he gave me the rundown and I was looking, I was like, you know, this probably is like a nice little stable thing for PvP, or PvE. And also, I'm sorry about the construction noise, it just happens, it's gonna happen. I can't really do anything about it, but I didn't want to wait until 8 o'clock to do this video, because I'm not sure if they're gonna be done by 2. So, his skills, Gunflame. Attacks an enemy with a fire pillar. Damage dealt increases if enemy isn't buffed. Gains fighting spirit when a critical hit is made. So a couple things here. You're already going to be trying to strip people with buffs, but he's going to be a selective target. You're going to want to swing on things that don't have buffs to get more damage in. I mean, that's optimal, but optimally you're going to strip buffs from people that are buffed and then hit them for harder damage. He gains fighting spirit when critical hit is made, so you already know what stats you're going to want to kind of put on him. Passive Volcanic Viper counterattacks and silences for 2 turns when the enemy uses a non-attack skill or when the caster is attacked by an elite or boss monster. We're going to move past that. Damage dealt increases proportional to the enemy's max health, can only activate once every 2 turns. Roman Cancel. If Fighting Spirit is at 100%, and at the end of an ally's turn, the caster at the end of the wow, completely messed up there. At the end of a ally's turn, the caster consumes all Fighting Spirit and before extending the duration of the buff and being granted an extra turn. So this is pretty intense. He's going to be able to counterattack. Like, your opponent can try to heal, and he will counterattack and silence them for it, putting them out of some things. So there's going to be some pretty good play this guy can have on PvE. I can already see that. Or when he's attacked by an elite or boss monster, so he's better against bosses inherently. Damage dealt increases to the enemy's max health in proportion. That's actually really important for bosses as well, because they generally have the larger health pools. And if Fighting Spirit's at 100% at the end of the ally's turn, the caster consumes all Fighting Spirit before extending the duration of a buff and being granted an extra turn. This is important. He's definitely going to be kind of a wall breaker, it looks like. A free-to-play wall breaker when it comes to PvE enemies that just buff themselves. Now, you have his Tyrant Rave version beta. Dispels all enemy buffs with a strong punch. Damage dealt increases proportional to the enemy's max health. Again, it's a boss puncher. Dispels an enemy. After awakening, though, you dispel an enemy's buffs with a strong punch. Yep, still. Making them unable to be buffed for 2 turns. That's the difference. Damage dealt increase proportional to the enemy's max health. So, this is pretty wonderful. You're going to dispel all the enemy's buffs, and then you're going to prevent them from being buffed for 2 turns, which can actually be huge. I keep saying this is just gonna be PvP, but I'm also kind of new to the game, or PvE, and I'm also kind of new to the game, and I'm not sure, because some of this kit sounds like kind of cool and strong. If we ever get too many buffs, you just remove everybody's buffs with your ult. In PvP, I think that sounds kind of cool, but I guess it does depend on his stats. Like I said, I'm not the expert on these things, I'm just trying though. Soul Burn, just 10 souls, ignores effect resistance. So if I'm not mistaken, that means that you can just automatically make sure his ult hits and wipes all buffs. So that is pretty hot. And then we're going to move over to Biken. Now, this one has my eye because 2 of my best characters right now are Cern and Karen. This character kind of feels like both of them in one. And I don't know how I feel about that, except for the fact that I hope I pull her tonight. So, you've got Biken. Art is absolutely excellent. And scrolling down, you got her little bio again. Biken is a thief capable of detonating bleed effects inflicted on enemies. She can deal great damage to the enemy while also increasing the combat readiness of all allies inflicting bleed with Sarane Sanzi Watashi. And then using Gyario Tensei on an extra turn granted. The damage potential of Gyario Tensei with its detonation of bleed effects makes it very important to maintain a large number of bleed effects on the enemies. So, you got the Tatami Gaishi, and that attacks the enemy repeatedly with a 45% chance, maximum 70% chance, to inflict each to inflict 2 bleed effects for 2 turns. A critical hit will reduce the caster's skill cooldowns by 1 turn. So you're already building her with crit. Both these heroes can benefit from crit, but that automatically is disgusting. Like, this is literally Karen's S1 plus a bleed effect. Then you have for her next one, 4-turn cooldown, but before awakening, attacks the enemy with an expert swordsmanship with a 55% chance, 80% chance maximum to inflict 3 bleed effects for 2 turns. After awakening, a critical hit will grant an extra turn, much like Karen's S2. And she's already making bleeds like Cern. This is amazing to me. Active, 7-turn cooldown. Delivers a deadly blow. Actually, I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay, I went over the awakening. I'm tripping. I am tripping. These 5-hour sleeps, turn around and make videos, got me a little added. But her last one, Gyario Tensei, delivers a deadly blow, detonating any bleed effects inflicted on the enemy at the end of the turn. A critical hit will increase the combat readiness of all allies plus 15%, by 15%, maximum 25%. Soul Burn, just 10, increases damage dealt. So, I am already very excited because to me it seems like her and Surin will go hand in hand. You will stack up bleeds to the point where your opponent can't even buff themselves. You will automatically be able to go off with Surin and get her combat readiness up, and then go off with Baiken and get everybody's combat readiness up, which will allow you to go with Surin. Like, this is just amazing. The only sad part for me is that I don't have a second RNL, but they have artifacts too, so but I am beyond excited for this. This is kind of crazy. Like, Cern and Kieran rolled into one and they're already my favorite units, and this one is Earth too. So for me at least, what this signifies for me is that my Angelica is currently tanking. I have Kieran, I have Cern, and soon, hopefully after tonight, I'll have Baiken, and this should increase my PvE game substantially. Golem should just get destroyed by a combination of Baiken and Surin with all the bleed damage. I'm excited. I am excited. My new body is ready. Moving over, you've got the two Moonlight heroes, Sage Ball and Cezanne. Like I said, I might go into a different video about these, but most people have already covered them already. They've been in the hero catalog for a little bit. So I'll leave that alone for now because the purpose was Guilty Gear, you know. Got him, you know, just, I'll scroll by slowly and see his art. You guys can pause right there if you want to see that. Again, more skills. And you've got Moonlight Ren. I actually really hope I pull her. She's really savage, and this is the reason why I think I would make a video about these two Moonlight heroes when I get a chance to breed, because she just has a great kit. Random buff, and that's her weakest skill. Stealing 2 buffs, and yeah, there we go. Dispelling all targets' buffs before granting immunity to all allies. That sounds monstrous for PvP. So now, move back to Guilty Gear collab stuff. Collaboration artifacts, Junkyard Dog and Torn Sleeve. So 5-star artifact, Junkyard Dog from the side story, Visitors from Another World. 25% chance to burn enemy for 2 turns after using a basic skill. So at base, it's 25, at max it's 50%. So you max this thing out and you will flip a coin every time you hit with your basic skill to put a burn on somebody, and that's just extra damage, and I think that's kind of cool. And for some people, that will put just a little more oomph into it. Like for me, I only have Strat Gauntlet and Sigurd Scythe for my warriors, and so if I want to push a little more damage, it's actually maybe the way to go instead of being a little tanky. Oh yeah, that chainsaw thing, but yeah. Now the next one is what actually has me again hyped. Torn Sleeve. You have a 50% chance to inflict bleed for 2 turns after a single attack, and then a 100% chance to inflict bleed for 2 turns after a single attack. This is also kind of disgusting. If I mean, I don't have 2 RNLs, and I don't think I'd use Dust Devil on these like I'd use them on Kieran. So I do think that Cern might use RNL while this person uses this, or maybe I'll just, no, you know what, actually, I think this would actually be good for Cern, because Cern's first move kind of is just useless if you can't ignite with bleeds first, and having bleeds on her first attack would just be wonderful. So, I'm actually very excited about that one. The Torn Sleeve and Viking, their drop rate is up, but not too up, y'all know the deal. And this is just the last information about the summon real quick. When players summon during the banner, the summon counter will decrease by 1 for each summon, so you got the 121 pity give, so hopefully you pull it before them, but if you don't, just keep wailing, you'll get it. And I mean, it's pretty cool. She's the only 5-star hero that can be summoned on her banner, so be cognizant of that. Once you get her, if you're not looking to imprint the crap out of her, but you're still wanting more 5-stars, you might want to switch over to another side, you know. And then we've got the side story, which is cool. It's going to be available right after this, and got the little info about their little crossover, and I think that's cool too. But yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Super, super, super excited. And I cannot wait for maintenance to be over so that we can actually hop right into this and do some cool stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm definitely excited. I know I said that like 2 seconds ago, but I'm definitely excited for this. And we've got the little event currency. We've got the 5-star hero, you know. We've got the artifact junkyard dog. We've got a lot of stuff. Giga Phantasma, Molagora seeds. We got life runes. We got covenant bookmarks like normal. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, and you can get these per. That's huge. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff that we can get. A lot of stuff. And these are just the quest rewards. A whole bunch of stuff. You're going to be farming this for a while. You are going to be farming this one particularly for a while. And that's actually really cool. A special tournament will be available exclusively during the 2nd and 4th weeks of the side story. Obtain event currency, token of the chosen, and use it to participate in the tournament. If you are victorious in the tournament, you will obtain victory rewards and also participate in the finals, beat other heirs, and obtain a variety of rewards. So they're going in on this. Now, meanwhile, there's a couple bug fixes, just some heroes. I'll let you kind of read that. I haven't experienced any of these yet because I don't have all of these guys. But the main other thing is that the bottle or the powder of knowledge store has also been updated. So we got some pretty cool things just chilling here. I might pick up Ancient Book again. That's the thing I think that gives you like 10 at the start of a PvP match. I sold Ancient Book because I really needed RNL. So I may actually just go in and get that again. But new Battlefield Detonate has been added. Deities, effects inflicted by enemy, damage portion on return to remaining. Okay. So that actually changes some things. With the Detonate ability, it looks like you do just blow up all the blades on them. So while Surin is just kind of like, she would keep your blades on, extend them by 1 turn, it looks like this one may actually just like wipe them all out in exchange for massive damage. But I'm okay with that because with both from the same team, they're gonna be putting out mad bleeds, and I'll be excited about that. We got a bunch of cool things here. I mean, I'm gonna leave a link to the patch notes just down here, and we can all get into that. But I am very improvements have been made so players no longer have to touch the tap button when they summon. Alright. Got a lot of changes. I might do another video on all these if you guys want it. Just comment below if you want me to go over verbally all these. I was just mainly here for the Guilty Gear stuff, and I was not disappointed. Can't wait to see what Dizzy does, but for now, I know what I'm going to be doing for the next week, 2 weeks. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.